What's up, guys? It is Frost and Frozen Ice here, bringing you Diablo 3 characters,
aka Gunnar and Jeffrey,
aka
Chopstickerism and Xenosphere,
aka.
Soviet spy and American loyalist. Oh,
Okay.
did that slip out of my? Which one's the Soviet spy? I don't know.
All right. Well, what are we doing
Anyways,
today?
we've kind of had a lack of videos over the last. Dude, stop. Over the last couple months, and I don't know. We just haven't really felt like doing it, and mostly because we've been farming this pretty hardcore. Because I don't know. He got the Gunnar got this like really late, because I thought. Oh my goodness. I thought that Diablo 3 was good with the new patch. Like, I hated 1.0.3 and 1.0.4, but I don't know. 1.0.5 clicked. So, decided to get him into it, and we've enjoyed it, I guess.
We beasted through the game.
We've beasted through the game, and
This is what we found. Not everything, though. I mean, a lot of it was brimstone, but
oh my
that's okay.
goodness. So, after that troll fest of just complete crap on the floor, we're gonna go over our characters. This is the monk I made in May when the game came out, and
Noob.
well, he's pretty much been completely revamped in the last like 2 or 3 months, and this is my gear. I mean, it's okay. So
It's crap. Get a new one.
it's crap. So we'll just start with the weapons. This is my main hand, which is like probably the weakest link in my entire gear. It's just crap.
I'll take
It's
it.
like it's decent DPS. It has like everything you really want in main hand, except the stats are just low. Could go for a higher DPS or higher crit hit damage, and I need lifesteal now, so my sustain
I'll take
is
it.
okay.
How much you
So
want?
after that we have my 2 nat set, which I'm a lightning resist monk, by the way. So here's your stats.
Retard. You should have gone cold res or fire res.
Like you. So yeah, I got the Nats boots. I saw this one at, I think it was like 6 mil, and I was like, that's really high resist roll for 6 mil, so I decided to pick that up. And this Nats ring has rather sentimental value. I think it was like the first legendary Gunnar found.
It was the second one, actually, because I found a storm shield first.
Oh, okay, this is the second
But
one he's found.
The only one
And
that's
like, it's
worth any
actually
money.
a really good roll on it, to be honest. That's a high average damage roll. Ridiculously high lightning resist roll at 56, and only thing that's missing from this is the perfect 9% attack speed, but I decided to use that. Dude, to stop standing. And here's my other ring. This is another ring Gunnar found. Gunnar has strange luck with rings, and this one's okay. It has the stats you want. It's not a trifecta, but like it has a high vite and high dex, which is why I went for it. So if I wanted to get one, I'd either go with a trifecta, but if I couldn't afford that, I'd probably just look for one similar to this with average damage.
You're welcome.
And these are my gloves. I picked these up a long time ago, and they're still really good because they have like every stat you need. It's just the stats aren't that high. So I've been looking to upgrade these because I have that perfect crit hit chance, the attack speed, the armor, because you need a little bit of APS, and then you just focus crit hit damage. And the armor rolls pretty good on that too. And these are my bracers. These also suck quite a bit, but I just wanted the high vite on that, and I got like pretty low dex, I think. But
What do you have, like, no vite?
my
You have
vites,
even worse life than I do.
I do.
Yeah?
I don't have a life gem.
That's right. Never mind.
And these are my
Carry
Innis
it. But you have...
pants.
it's pretty
These
nice.
are my Innis pants. I picked these up for I think 3 or 4 mil, so it was a pretty good deal because I thought that's a okay dex roll, a decent lightning resist roll, and most importantly, it's that perfect attack speed. If you wanted something similar but with that 8% attack speed, you could probably get it for like 2 mil at this point.
Maybe.
It's pretty cheap. Innis pants are cheap, and if you can afford losing some Vite or resistance, depending on whether you go for Vite or resists as your random stat, then definitely a good offensive pair of boots. And this is my witching hour, and I think this one was like 20 mil, but it was like 95 Vite, and I just instantly picked that up. So not much to say about that. Just giant DPS boost from that. I think I got like, oh, let me just check. I still have my old bell here. 6.5k DPS boost. This was my old belt, and it was just there for massive defense. It's like 150 dex, 143 fight, 49 lightning resist, 74 resist all. So, but I had the. What do you want? What do you want? Okay, I'll take your mythic health potion. So.
Can we trade for gold?
No. Go fuck yourself.
Whoa. Whoa, dude. Calm down right there.
Alright, alright. That was my old one, and I had the life spare, so I went for it. That's an endless chest. I went for that one because the decently high dex and the 60 lightning resist, because I think 60 is a perfect lightning resist roll, but other than that, nothing too spectacular there. God. Wow. I got my Vile Wards. I thought that was okay with the 77 fight. I think these were 7 mil, and in his helm that was 2 mil, and that was a pretty decent dex roll, high vite roll, high lightning resist roll, perfect crit hit chance. And then I have my Ami, which is like, it needs higher crit hit damage, higher crit hit chance, and lightning resist is okay, vite's okay, so that's it. And then this offhand is terrible. Like, I got it, I literally found this and I was like, wow, this is 50k? 500k, I forget. Money isn't
probably 50k.
Probably it was 50k, but it was like, wow, it had a perfect lifesteal roll socket, 71 crit hit damage, and fight. It's a decent one. Like, it works okay because it's a pretty good defensive one because of that 94 fight. But where did I put my Echoing Fury?
I swear to God, if you use that Echoing Fury,
I don't know where I put my Echoing Fury. I can't see it.
Are you? Oh, here. This might be it.
No. Stop trolling. I do have another Echoing Fury that I can use, but I don't know. I just need a SOJ to match with that. So, anyways, we're gonna go on to what the heck?
Main hand.
Pretty GG. No life steal.
It's pretty good.
It's okay because that's a high. Like, you brought it for pretty cheap. Like
yeah, I did get it. I got it for what, 2.5 mil.
I thought you got it for a mil.
No, I just bought it out straight because it was gonna end soon. I was like, I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to upgrade that, he'd pretty much find one with the same stats and lifesteal, but that's pretty expensive.
Yeah, I've only got 17 mil to do this.
And he's dirt poor because he hasn't found anything good, unlike me with my pretty 77 mil. So.
Yeah, and then the Nats boots, those are pretty good.
I like them. That's a good dex roll on that. Good cold resist roll.
They're only 6 mil.
Yeah.
And now they're like
you can
10 mil or so.
Yeah, those are good Nats boots. In your offhand, I think
tempted.
I picked this up with mine because I just saw 2 of them right next to each other that were just like retardedly good for the price. And that's a really high dex roll. Not a perfect lifesteal, but close to it. And then that's a.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's 0.1%. It's not gonna make a huge deal.
It's a decent crit hit damage roll as well. So pick that one up with mine because they were just sitting right next to each other. That no one's messaging you on League, but you on League, by the way. No one loves you.
Yeah. Anyways, okay. So for my Nats ring, I've gotten like 3 of these now, just off the auction house, and it's difficult finding the right one.
How cheap
for now?
This?
What? How much did I buy this for? It was like under 5 mil, I think.
Under 5 mil, that's a pretty good deal because you have the perfect attack speed roll, you have that pretty high cold resist, you have the average damage, you have some vite on there, which is pretty expensive on Nats rings, but.
Well, that's the only reason I bought this one in particular, because it had what I was looking for.
The average damage.
Average damage, and the vite was nice.
Vite's nice. And then here's some Innis pants, Innis pants are Innis pants.
Yeah, nothing special about them. And then you got my Swift Source ring, which could actually sell for a lot.
You found that, right?
Yeah, I found it. Same day as I found your ring.
That average damage roll. Yeah, Blizzard decided, it's like, you know what? We haven't been kind to him in the last, like, 2 months, so let's give him 2 good rings, and then our conscience will be clean, and we don't have to give him anything ever again.
Or for a while, at least. It's really depressing, because all of my gold has been picked up, pretty much, and vendored. And so those gloves are pretty good, although clearly trifecta gloves would be so much better. But I don't have that much money yet. And the belt's like 5 mil worth, and it's one of the best things that you can get before you get into witching hours and stuff. It's really good. High stats on it. Definitely helped out my monk. The bracers, really, really high bite. Not enough dex. Not enough crit chance. That's okay. They're really cheap. The chest, nothing's really special about it. Just higher dex and bite than Jeffrey's. Crappy in his.
Shut the
And
fuck
then-
up.
Is it not
Does
true?
yours have 60 lightning res? I don't think so.
I don't need mine to have.
Does
like,
yours have 60 cold res? I don't think so. But yeah. You don't have more dex than me. I have 162.
What?
I have 162 dex.
Okay. Well, you
Screw
have
you.
crappy bite. You have crappy bite.
Okay.
58. What is this?
Okay. Anyways, you can move on to shoulders.
Yeah, sure. I mean, my shoulders are better than yours, even though they have less dex. They have nearly double the bite. You have crap shoulders, dude. Get new ones.
I like my vile words. Shut the fuck up.
You
Numero
have crap.
dos. Okay. Yeah, but those are actually really good for rare shoulders. But you know,
And they have
vile words.
slightly worse Inna's Radiance.
Yeah, but this one was like what, 500k?
500k, yeah.
That's like a really high bite roll for 500k, and the reason it's not expensive, it's like the reason it's 500k is because it does not have that perfect crit hit chance roll. If that was a 6 crit hit chance roll, that is a 2 mil plus in us, right there. And the fact that the health globe isn't exactly. But you know, it has all the stats he wants, so why not?
I'm just gonna say my Miami's better than yours because it has a lot
Okay.
higher crit hit damage than yours.
Okay, sure,
GG.
why not?
That's
And that is our monk, romance couple, our monk
Romance,
couple.
yeah. What's your
Um,
DPS buffed?
My DPS buffed is sitting pretty at 102k DPS.
Mine's only,
It's not the greatest monk in the world, but you know, he farms keys. Okay.
that's it. Only keys.
Well, he
Nice.
farms okay as well, so.
Okay. Legit.
And
Senor!
numero dos, we have the barb romance. This
love
is Gunnar's main, and obviously not mine, since my monk is mine. But anyways, let's do his first, since his is so much better than mine.
Your bar is hilarious.
I know. Okay, so let's go over his barb first, since his is the better one. You
Alright,
wanna do
I'm
main
buff.
hand?
I'm buff DPS is just about 83k.
Buffed.
Just about, I mean, I don't know what it is buff.
Oh yeah, because you
I
need to get
can't
the
tell
feel
you
for
'cause
it.
I need
Put on
here,
the
giving.
yeah, unforgiving, and we'll figure it out later. Anyways, let's go over your gear, bro.
Alright, first off we got my main hand. Nice mace.
Yeah,
Not black damage, it's kinda sad.
if you had black damage, you could go for Zuni boots, but
It's okay. Cause I have
low DPS.
it's pretty low DPS, but it's all I could afford at the time.
Yeah,
And so what are you gonna
and it's piss annoying when you're whirlwinding and it looks like confetti's falling from the sky, but
looks like there's a wizard nearby.
yeah, it really does. And okay,
That's
so
And then here we go, we got IK
boot.
boots, which are Jeffrey's.
I found
Done
these
farming.
while farming for Act 2 keys. I still remember it. And you know, and I decided to give them to him in an act of friendship and kindness, in which he has never repaid me. So,
The ring.
oh, okay, fine, we're equal.
And I also have something else that you have, don't I?
No, I don't think so.
Pretty sure it's on your monk, but
Whatever. Yeah, IK boots, not the best. Pretty terrible IK boots actually, because it has the minimum strength roll. But
and we also got a butcher's sickle. Pretty cheap. It's really
yeah,
fun.
It's okay because the guaranteed stats on it are great. Socket isn't guaranteed, right?
Socket is not guaranteed, I don't
It's the
think.
crit hit damage and the lifesteal is guaranteed, which is good. And you also have that unique proc. It's actually okay. It's a stun, and it's pretty hilarious when you're whirlwinding and you have chains flying out from you. But you know,
It's even better when I grab a mob that you're attacking at the same time.
I
great.
hate you. Okay,
And
and
then
to the rings.
Alright, we're gonna start off with the Union Reaper. It's probably the better of the two rings. It's 114 strength, crit hit chance, crit hit damage. Really good.
Vite. Why?
Because I don't need Vite in my rings. I've got 41k, it's plenty. And then my pants are gonna take a lot to upgrade, but they're really good, even though they're one socket.
That's probably why you could afford them, is because they're one socket. If these were two sockets, the amount of money you'd have to pay
Would have been over 9,000.
well,
And
not
then-
everything's over 9,000.
Yeah, well, really sucks. Okay. And then we've got the other ring with average damage and crit hit chance. It's a pretty good ring. Really high strength, pretty good bite on it. So then the bracers could really be upgraded. They're really bad. I haven't changed them at all. I have an issue with changing bracers. Just never do. Both of my monk and my barb. That's a really good lamentation I have as well. I don't remember how much I picked it up for.
It's less than 2 mil.
Definitely. It's probably worth more than 2 mil right now.
Secret to finding cheap lamentations is you either go for all res or fight, and you never go for both.
Pretty much. Then my gloves are absolute crap, even though they have perfect crit hit chance. Really high all res, but
No secondary damage roll.
yeah, it's really disappointing. The shoulders are good though. They're about 2 mil.
Yeah, those are good
think.
shoulders with that high strength roll, decent fight, that all res.
Yeah.
Good.
And then Tyrael's Might, 2 socket, because I can't afford 3.
And socketed for Vite because he's a scrub.
Because it only has 1 random roll.
Yeah.
So,
And you picked this one up for like 1 mil more than something with similar stats, but the deal breaker was that 10% damage demons. The other one was 7 damage demons.
I don't know, it's probably like 5.
Yeah, and considering that he's gonna be farming at 3 most of the time anyways, when everything is a demon.
It's really important to have that extra damage to demons. And then the helm's probably one of the weaker points of this build. It doesn't have a socket, only 135 strength and 63 bite. It's really needs to be replaced. All it has is perfect crit hit chance roll, but that's not much. And yeah, that concludes my better barb than Jeffrey,
Oh my god.
which has 99k buffed DPS, the full buff.
Oh
With the
man,
4K.
that's like so much higher than me. Let me put on that. What's it? Relentless? No.
Unforgiving.
Unforgiving. See, I don't even know the passives.
That's how bad it is.
So this is my foo barb, cause main hand is okay, no socket though, so yeah, foo barb. Main hand's okay, no socket. If I wanted the same stats with a socket, I would be broke and on the street with no job.
You can really upgrade those gems.
I have ice climbers when I was a scrub because I didn't want to buy any movement speed because I was like, movement speed, scrub. And then this is how foobarb it is. I don't even have a star in my offhand. I am using Radiant Square, I think. And I'm not even using life steal. I'm using life on hit. So
It's so good.
it's a pretty bad barb.
It's so
I
good.
have 0% movement speed. That's how good it is. All right. Okay, so these are the pants. They're trash. So
Trash.
trash. Here's my ring. Also trash. It's actually pretty good if I got another stat, damage stat like crit damage or attack speed. But like, so yeah, pretty bad there. This one's also equally bad because it doesn't even have average damage. So it's pretty bad here. And the thing is, this is like super budget barb. Like I haven't paid more than 10 mil on this thing. Lamentation's probably the best thing I own because I managed to get Vite and percent life on that and perfect life steal roll, so that's okay. I'm using Sage's Gestures, which makes me uber scrub. So yeah, make fun of me there. And here's the chest, which is also uber scrub because it's not Tyrael's or IK, and I'm sitting on a 61 strength double socket 195 fight chest, which sucks. My braces are actually decent because just resists, but
Yeah,
crappy enemy right here. Just crit hit chance and 900 life on hit.
It's got a lot of life on hit though. That's
900
really
life
nice.
on hit, which is pretty good. So my home is 5 crit chance, 90 bite, 70 strength, resist all.
Lightly.
My shoulders are probably the only. If I,
If you're gonna salvage
that
two
gives
things for this, it's gonna be shoulders and it's gonna be
my
your
lamentation. My shoulders are like 200 strength. I think I found this one for like 700k. I was like, why not? Bay life. So yeah, that's my foo barb, completely ruined. And like, if I wanted to actually play barb, then I'd probably have to like swap everything out of it. It's so bad that I'm not even running stars in it. Okay, do I have to go further? So let's see here. Resistor on 540. Max life 46k. 0 movement speed. So yeah.
It's hilarious.
Scrub.
It's hilarious.
Okay, buffed. I'm sitting at 67k DPS, which is scrub.
67 by unbuffed is way higher.
I know. So